After playing the amazing game Mafia 2, I had really high hopes for Mafia 3. I heard that the story was great and that the soundtrack was amazing. Sadly though, it didn't really meet my hopes.
This isn't about bringing them back, or even exacting some street justice. It's about making that bastard feel what it's like to lose everything.
Mafia 3 was published by 2K Games and developed by Hangar Studios and 2K Czech, and it came out in 2016. The game is set in 1968 in a fictional city in Louisiana called New Bordeaux, which is basically just New Orleans. You play as Lincoln Clay, a man who just got back from the war in Vietnam. All is well in his life until tragedy strikes and Lincoln is out for revenge. Now I do admit the story is pretty darn good. It's probably the best thing going for the game. If you've played the previous game, you'll also recognize some people in the game.
This is Vito Scaletta.
The new characters are also interesting.
Lincoln Clay! Christ, man, get a look at you!
After the story though, things get a little average. If you couldn't tell already, this game is a third-person shooter. Just like the rest of the series, there's a multitude of guns in your arsenal available to purchase in-game with in-game currency, not like actual money obviously. There's pistols, snipers, which is the first time you get a sniper in a Mafia game, pretty cool, shotguns, automatic guns, and more. The shooting in the game isn't anything new. If you've played any third-person shooter, then you've probably played this one too. Being that this is an open world game, there is also driving. Now the cars in this game look really good. I mean, you're talking about cars from the 60s, pretty good stuff. But the driving isn't anything new either. Once again, if you've played an open world game with cars, you've probably played this one too. The one plus with driving is the radio. Now the soundtrack in this game is absolutely amazing. It's got some great hits from the era, and it does make driving worth it. Here's where it drops some more. The missions. If you've ever read a review on this game, you probably already know this. The missions are basically all the same. You either kill someone, destroy something. Yeah. When I first started, I was really excited about the missions. I do admit they were pretty fun, but they get really old really fast. It came to the point where I was so lazy that I just got a sniper, drove to a vantage point, parked the car, got out, sniped the target, and drove off. That's all you have to do. You can stealth kill targets, which can be fun, but it gets pretty mundane. I mean, we're not talking about some Dishonored stuff here, it's just, yeah. Mission after mission of the same thing. That's basically what you're looking at here. Back in Mafia 2, the missions felt more unique. Sure, you had some shootouts, which were nice too, but there were some great missions, I mean, some iconic stuff right now. There are some unique missions in this game, but most of the time will be spent doing the same interrogation animation 12 times, killing one fool several times, or smashing up something a billion times.
Can't trust a rat.
One of the goals of the game is to take over the map, and that is done by completing missions. When it is done, you can assign a piece of the land to one of your free lieutenants, and it's done by holding a meeting. Giving pieces of land and completing missions for any of your lieutenants can give you access to some new stuff, such as weapons, pretty nice, but doing the missions means more of the same stuff. Overall, I thought the system was pretty cool and not really anything I've seen in other games, which is pretty cool since this game is basically just every other third-person shooter, but it still makes you do the same old missions. Amazing. Another thing to note is the graphics. The in-game graphics are pretty good, but sometimes they're a little lackluster. They kind of fluctuate sometimes. It's a little weird. If you play it, then you'll see this, but the cutscene graphics, though, are extremely well done, and the whole thing looks like a documentary you'd find on the History Channel. It's that good.
Individual? Sure. Sal Marcano.
Also, when you're not killing targets or busting up the place, there's also collectibles to be had, different cars to get, clothes to buy, stuff like that. Other than the missions, though, there's not really much to do. It's pretty much empty. In the end, Mafia 3 turns out to be a decent game due to its story, music, and amazing cutscene graphics. Mafia 3 doesn't do a good job in terms of being the next installment to Mafia 2, My final rating is a 3 out of 6, which is a get it while it's on sale. If you have a Steam, it sometimes drops down to $15, which is pretty good, I guess. If you're truly looking for that Mafia experience though, stick with the first 2 games. But hey, do you know what Mafia 3 does have? A great parody.
I fought the law and the law lost.